The aviation industry has seen technological advancements over the last few decades. There is no doubt that the digital wave has made it possible to embrace new technologies quickly and offer endless possibilities. The Metaverse is set to drastically transform the aviation industry. Airlines intend to bring together airline services, design, training and production into a unified digital manufacturing system, and the Metaverse development can turn it into a reality. Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am Vishakha Thakur. You are watching a special episode of Metaverse Magic, and in this episode we will see how Metaverse has created its magic in the aviation industry. The aviation industry was severely impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. It is still under huge pressure because of various factors like staff shortage, high airfare, fuel price, and replacement of business travel with virtual meetings. To augment their offerings, airlines are turning to the Metaverse as aviation in the Metaverse is picking up pace. For instance, Qatar Airways launched QVerse, a virtual reality program that enables passengers to look inside the aircraft through virtual reality. It has created a meta-human cabin crew and also invites customers to engage in its virtual reality QVerse experience on its website. A recent report by the International Air Transport Association called Future of the Airline Industry 2035 identified various technologies such as Metaverse, blockchain, Web 3.0, virtual reality, and augmented reality, among others, that will transform flying for good. Also, Emirates plans to invest $10 million to build its brand in the Metaverse. All airline giants like Singapore Airlines, Lufthansa, and Qatar Airways are going on the same path. So, let's hear what the founder and CEO of Ethereum, Mr. Akhil Damodaran, has to say about the airlines betting big on Metaverse.
So, if you look at the airlines industry and the aviation industry at this moment, the reason why they are betting big on Metaverse is because Metaverse is a virtual reality. And moreover, being a virtual reality, there's an enhanced customer experience which they can provide to the customers, which was not possible before. See, for example, a customer has to come to the airport or the aviation or an airlines to see the experience. Imagine the same experience you can do in a virtual reality. So what happens is now you can have the branding, the advertisement of the airport or the airline services in the Metaverse, in which the customers can access the Metaverse from the outside world, and they can see exactly what is happening in the Metaverse. They can do the services, their non-aeronautical revenue, or the goods or the shopping experiences, everything they can put on in the Metaverse, so that the customers can have an experience on them. Moreover, if you look at from the Metaverse perspective in the airlines industry and the aviation industry, the next 5 to 10 years is going to be a $10 to $20 billion industry for the aviation, for the Metaverse itself, because you can have digital twin which will help for the training purposes. You can have customer service training, you can have customer enhancement, customer experience enhancement because of the Metaverse and the AR, VR, and the way the ecosystem is going to build up. So I mean, there's a huge bet which the aviation is doing for the Metaverse, and India is leading it because Bangalore Airport has already invested in Metaverse now. So I mean, we are leading already on it.
Interestingly, Emirates is also training 4,000 cabin crew members using the Metaverse and VR goggles. The crew members will be able to walk through a simulated aircraft, which will help them learn everything, including the safety procedures. Aircraft manufacturers like Airbus and Boeing are looking forward to creating digital replicas of aircraft to use to run tests and simulations. Boeing is looking to invest $15 billion over the next decade, and the Metaverse features are set to be integrated into its operations within 2 years. Well, military around the world, including commercial pilots, have been using flight simulators from the dawn of aviation. The US military now trains for an even better dogfight with Russian and Chinese warcrafts with the help of AI-enabled AR in the military metaverse. One of the companies that is developing AR defense tech, Red 6, claims that this tech delivers far more realistic results than the conventional simulator.
I think if you look at the aviation industry, what US militaries are adopting for the metaverse, I think that the same thing will happen in India very soon. But to be very frank to you, it all depends on 3-4 important aspects of it. The first is the infrastructure of a metaverse. Are we ready with the infrastructure of metaverse? Secondly, are we ready with the deployment of 5G? Whether the commercialization of 5G is to the masses has been done or not. The third very important point is what are the startups and the AR, VR companies which are working in India. I mean, we are currently in a very nascent stage. So if you look at adoptability of metaverse in the military or services, it will be there, but in a very initial level. In the sense, let's say you have art gallery of soldiers in the metaverse, or you can have a gallery of what are the ammunitions we have just to showcase our strength in metaverse. Those things can help in terms of public participation to understand what our military strength is. But if you look at from the digital twin point of view or the military training point of view, I think slightly more ahead we have to move forward to. But we are already there in the sense it will take another 5 to 6 years, if you say, the military is going to adopt the metaverse in the Indian perspective. But there's a huge scope for it. I think so.
Well, Metaverse is changing the airport experience too by using virtual reality. For example, recently, Bangalore International Airport Limited, which is the operator of Kempegowda International Airport, Bengaluru, revealed the first phase launch of the T2 terminal called the BLR Metaport, which can be viewed virtually. Also, in the future, BLR Metaport will enable users to shop from their favorite brands sitting in any part of the world.
So, if you look at the future of metaverse and aviation, I think there's a huge bet and a huge future of metaverse industry in the aviation sector. For example, airport, you can do an airport experience inside metaverse now. You can have pilot training inside metaverse now. You can have customer service training inside metaverse now. So that's a huge opportunity in terms of training, learning, and development for the aviation industry, which need a physical brick and mortar before, and now you can do it in metaverse. Apart from that, you can do a lot of branding, a lot of advertisement. You can do a lot of services which you can advise to the customers to get their feedback on exactly what is happening in the metaverse. They can go inside the metaverse and can actually feel the experience of the airport and another aspect of it, which can really enhance the branding for the aviation industry per se. So if you look at the next 10 to 15 years, I think metaverse is going to be 15 to 20 billion dollar industry for the aviation itself. And I think they are going to bet, and India is going to lead for it no matter what. I think the example is Bangalore International Airport.
Also, there are gamers around the world who love to fly virtually by playing games like War Thunder, Ace Combat 7, Free Space 2, Bomber Crew, Digital Combat Simulator World. So, you all would be surprised to know that Flight Sim is coming to the metaverse too. Microsoft is coming with Project Air Sim, which won't just be used for video game style simulation, but actual training for autonomous drones. So, in conclusion, whether it's military, air force, private airlines, airports, or you are just a frequent flyer or a gamer, Metaverse has something for everyone in the aviation industry to broaden their horizon and enhance their aviation experience. That's all in today's episode of Metaverse Magic and the Aviation. We will meet again with more exciting updates about the Metaverse. Till then, keep watching 3.0 TV. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get instant updates.